Eyewitness News, COVID-19, African Americans in Chicago dying at much higher rates.
Today is a call to action.
The repeated call to stay home. Chicago police working with some businesses to close early.
Governor Pritzker versus the president. Just how much PPE Illinois is actually getting from the feds.
And this is a small fraction of what we need and what we have asked for.
The court battle over Wisconsin's primary set for tomorrow.
The latest on Britain's prime minister, now in intensive care.
Family vacations canceled due to COVID-19.
The I-Team investigates as the mother of a cancer survivor battles a popular home sharing service.
It's physically impossible for us to go on this trip.
Live from Chicago's #1 news, ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 10 starts right now.
We begin tonight with breaking news. New data from the city of Chicago showing that COVID-19 is hitting African Americans especially hard. They make up 72% of the deaths in Chicago so far in this pandemic.
The number of diagnosed cases statewide now over the 12,000 mark, with 33 new deaths as Governor Pritzker is continuing his fight with the feds over personal protective equipment. And this reminder tonight, we are all in this together. The message, all in Illinois, spelled out on the Blue Cross Blue Shield building downtown. And there are also signs tonight that cases in parts of the country may have peaked.
Well, officials here in Illinois continue to stress to everyone, stay at home in anticipation of warm weather tomorrow. We have team coverage tonight, so let's begin with Liz Nagy and those numbers from the city today. Liz.
Cheryl, more than 1,800 of the people who have COVID-19 here in the city of Chicago are African American. That's more than 52% of the total number of cases in the city. Today, Mayor Lori Lightfoot said those numbers take your breath away.
Live from the CBS 2 Broadcast Center in Chicago, this is CBS 2 News at 10.
A Chicago police officer whose life was cut short by COVID-19. We now know the identity of the second officer killed by the coronavirus. What he said right after learning he had the disease. And Easter is just hours away, the holiest day for many, but the shutdown will not keep them from celebrating how they're trying to do it safely. Good evening, I'm Jim Williams in the newsroom. This is the night before an Easter like no other, celebrated only at home with loved ones rather than inside a church. CBS 2's Jeremy Ross with more on the impact of COVID-19 on this holy day. Jeremy?
Well, Jim, churchgoers across our area will be live streaming those services tomorrow, some on their computer, still others using their cell phone, all at the urging of the governor and local leaders. The Gothic.
Right now at 10, what did Eddie Johnson do? Watch the video that led to his firing as police superintendent.
Outrage and calls for action after 2 children were gunned down over the weekend.
A piece of her mind. Mayor Lightfoot responds to new criticism from President Trump.
4th of July fireworks by one suburb is going ahead with the show despite the coronavirus.
Storm watch, an active week ahead, but what about the holiday weekend? The news starts now. Good evening, I'm Allison Rosati.
And I'm Rob Stafford. Right now at 10, the video that led to Eddie Johnson's firing as Chicago's top cop. The city has released the body cam video of Johnson asleep at the wheel of a car. Tonight, what happened next and the questions still not answered. NBC5's Natalie Martinez is live at City Hall with the details tonight. Natalie.
Rob, documents and electronic records were released to NBC5 News tonight through the Freedom of Information Act, and tonight there are still questions. Police body cam video tells much of this story.
Protecting the physical and mental health of Illinois, the new initiatives announced today.
Plus, a 25-year veteran of the Chicago Police Department dies of coronavirus. How he is being remembered tonight.
And New York's curve is flattening. However, schools will remain closed through the remainder of the year. What leaders there say is needed to lift stay-at-home orders as the Fox 32 News at 9 o'clock starts right now. And thank you for joining us on this Saturday night, Easter Eve. For the first time in U.S. history, every state is right now under under a disaster declaration simultaneously. This is all in response to coronavirus. I'm Anthony Ponce.
And I'm Natalie Baumke. With more than 20,000 deaths, the U.S. has overtaken Italy for the highest death toll in the world from the virus. In Illinois, an additional 81 deaths were reported today as the statewide total cases top 19,000. The virus has now been reported in 86 of the state's 102 counties.
Although there are reasons to see hope and a lot of examples of people helping one another, all of which should lift us up, there are also circumstances that may cause you to feel despair, to find yourself swimming in the stress and uncertainty of it all.
As millions cope with a new normal, Illinois launches a new COVID-19 emotional support text line. Michelle Fiore is live outside the Lurie Children's Hospital of Chicago to explain more. Michelle.
Yeah, Anthony, advice from mental health experts is a welcome thing right now. Even kids are feeling out of sorts these days. The governor today joined Lurie Children's Hospital to reach a younger audience.
Next on WGN News, the COVID crisis worsens. Hospitalizations rise as states roll out restrictions ahead of the holidays. Tonight, the numbers in Illinois and Indiana. We're kind of on a weather roller coaster. The temperature in Chicagoland is going up and down. Tomorrow's forecast calls for more rain and wind gusts topping 50 miles per hour. And some rare car beauties go up for auction in Kansas. You won't believe the classics one man had locked in storage for years. The Saturday edition of the WGN News at 9 starts right now.
This is Chicago's very own WGN News at 9.
Good evening, I'm Timon Bradley.
And I'm Jackie Bang. Breaking news, a child shot on the far south side. WGN's Rob Sneed is live from Comer Children's Hospital tonight. Rob.
Yeah, that child is recovering here tonight in serious to critical condition after getting shot in the chest, according to police. Now, we do know that this happened